I once did a video called Why Authors Bug the Shit Out of You for Reviews. And, I used to do that. And now I don't. And I have no reviews for some of my books because I, I don't like putting people on the spot. And also, I just get frustrated. I find it frustrating, you know, because some people will tell you how great your book is, but then they don't write a review, so nobody else really knows. And but I have people who share stuff in Facebook or whatever and make a comment, and that's great. I mean, that helps too, right? So I don't really put a lot of into reviews when it comes to fiction anyway. Now, if I'm buying a nonfiction book and it's a resource of some kind where I want to find out about something, I might, because that's different. That's you're learning and you want something that has substance. You don't want to get a nonfiction book about, I don't know, I can't think of anything right now, but something you're interested in where you feel like you're not really digging your teeth in. You're just kind of like, it's a lot of fluff. So in that case, I do. When it comes to fiction, though, I just kind of read about the book and maybe read a sample. And I always tell people to read samples of my books. You'll always hear me say that. But yeah, and that's kind of what I always say. Just read a sample of the book, and that's what I do when I'm buying a book. So I guess I don't put a lot into the reviews. I guess it helps. It gets more attention. Amazon probably shows it up in people's books you might like or whatever. And of course it always helps me, but I don't bug the shit out of people for reviews anymore, and that's why. But any good attention is good attention. So people telling people about the book they really like that I wrote, or if they maybe put, like I said, a post on social media, if they share my book on social media, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. If they have my book and they take a picture of them with it, stuff like that, everything helps. It doesn't have to be anything like, because I know some people too, when it comes to writing reviews, the idea of sitting down and write, it's almost like when you're in school and you have to write an essay or do a test. People don't like that. So it's another reason why I don't ask for reviews anymore. So I guess that's how my opinions kind of changed. I don't think it's so cut and dry. Like, you could have 1,000 reviews saying your books are great, and it probably would help actually. But, it just depends where people see your books and who your audience is. And there's just so much. It's kind of, to me, book reviews for fiction is kind of like when people have, I can't think what it's called. Oh God. When they have a new book out and they have like a little get together, and oh God, what's that called? I feel so stupid. I can't remember. Anyways, book launch, which sounds really exciting, but I don't know in this time in history if that's as interesting to people. I think a book launch would have been more exciting back in the day. I think now it's hard enough to get people to read, let alone to get their ass off the couch and go see a launch. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen if you're a bestseller, but if you're a bestseller, do you even need a book launch? If nobody knows you, is anyone gonna go to your book launch? I don't know. So I guess my point is that times are changing, and getting attention in your book, I think, is also changing. So, like I say, the best review for me is if somebody has a copy of my book and they have a picture with it and say, I like this book. That's simple enough, right? I kind of like that. Or sharing it in social media or whatever. I don't need a big, long 17-paragraph essay about what they thought of the characters and how they, I know I see them on Goodreads where they're like, this is what happens. Like, why are you telling the whole story? Like, why are you giving the summary of the story? Just say, you know what, I really like this book, I connected with it. Or, no, I didn't really like this book, I didn't, and this is why, or whatever. And although personally, if I don't like a book, kind of usually don't write a review. I just don't even finish it, so why would I write a review? That's just me, though. And sometimes it's justifiable to write a bad review, but I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like doing it. Anyway, so yeah, That's my point of view on reviews. I'll never say don't write a review unless it's a bad one. Then maybe, but I just don't think it's necessary. That's why I no longer bug the shit out of people for reviews. But if you want to do one, I'm not going to stop you. Hey, you could do a video one like this. Thank you guys. Have a great day.